Hey everyone, Boylon here and hope you're all enjoying your day. Today we'll be doing a Red Stars Orb opening for Emma Frost, who was released on Sunday. Interestingly, I think this is the first time in my memory that they've actually released an offer for a new character on Sunday, but hey, we got quite a few Red Star Orbs and some Elite 5s and 4s to open for her as well in the chase for her Red Stars. I think I'll be pulling until I get at least a 4 or better, but depending on her luck, or my luck I guess in this case, I might hold some over for Doc Ock, which looks like the patch will be coming sooner rather than later since Emma is the final character in this patch cycle. Also, unfortunately, I won't be doing an orb opening for her specifically since my wallet just can't afford buying 100 shard characters. Normally, if they were 45 shards, I would be able to consume some of my core stashes for free opening, but I just can't afford that right now, so hopefully you guys will understand. But one of my alliance mates did unlock Emma, so we will be showing off some balanced PvP game footage later on after the Red Stars to see what she can accomplish in the Marauders team versus some of the stronger teams. But anyways, let's get this orb pull started. So without further ado, let's get into it. And we're back. So off screen, I actually did. I'm not a subscriber to to Sea Theory, but you know I did spend some gold behind the scenes, and I did pull a few milestone orbs, and I managed to get an Elite 4. I think it was a 2% drop on the left side of the milestone orb, which is a gold pull or a gold color pull. And so I'm going to use that going into these Red Star Orbs. I'm not going to do it over and over again, but if I see it once, like a gold pull, you know, then I'll do that for my Red Stars. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with one Elite 5. I don't want to use too many of them, even though I do have quite a few. I want to save a lot of them for Doc Ock because I think that'll be the most important for me. So we're going to do one Elite 5 and then my Elite 4, and then we're going to go back over into my regular Red Star Orb. So hopefully we get something good, although I guess you know, if we do get her out of the Elite 5, it does make for a short video, but I kind of probably just jinxed myself there. So I do have 5 Elite 5s, but I am going to only pull 1 at this time for Emma Frost. So fingers crossed we get something good, or hey, you know what, even something usable would be great. So here we go. And I'll wait for it to come back around here one more time. And oh, actually it's going that way. Okay, when it spins back around the other way. And go. Pink. 5 crystal. That's not terrible. I mean, I don't really use her a lot right now, but I think that might actually convince me to gear her up a little bit more now. So, you know, I'm happy with that. You know, it's not a minion, so it's not the best, not the worst. She's a blaster character, so hey. Put that away for now, and then we'll jump back over to the Elite 4. Fortunately, it wasn't a 6. I like it when you get like a higher Red Star pull out of that. So let's see what we get out of this Elite 4 Red Star here. And we'll wait till it comes back around, and we'll go. Oh, a gold! Oh, what? No. Well, that was a really big jump from a 4, so that's good. But it didn't really... I don't think Loki is someone who really needs that upgrade, but it was a 4 from a 4 to a 6, so I can't really complain now, can I? We do get 1500 Elite 5 credits on top of the extra stuff that we get there, so that was 1750 Elite 5s, and gets me pretty close to another Elite 5. We might after this, perhaps. Again, not what we were looking for, but it was pretty decent. So let's jump back over to the regular Red Star Orbs, and we have 40, so I don't want to open all 40. I'm hoping that we get... I might settle for a 3. It depends on how many we get down to. I might pull down to 10 and then save the rest. I don't want to consume too many of these, because I know that there's going to be some good characters coming in the next patch as well, so I want to make sure I have a good amount of Red Star Orbs for that. So let's get started here then, and let's start the Bonanza. Starting good with a blue... Oh, Ravager Boomer. Okay. And actually, we're going to just jump back really quick to the 4 because we now have another 4. And then we'll go back to the regular orbs if we need to. And we're going to... Oh, pink. 4 Emma. Okay, so... That's going to be a very short Red Star Orb pull, I guess. Because I don't think I'm going to want to... I don't... The chances of getting higher than a 4 out of the regular orbs are very low. So, very slim. So I think I'm going to call this section here, then I guess. That was a very short and unexciting Red Star Orbs. Although we did get a 5 Crystal and we got a 6 Loki. So actually that was pretty good, and they were upgrades to my roster. But We got that for Emma Frost, so when I do get around to unlocking her through the milestones, then I will be able to use that, hopefully. And I'll be saving a lot of my gold as well towards that milestone, which comes out in just about 2 weeks' time. And so, because we're not actually unlocking Emma Frost, I did want to jump over to our pals of msf.gg and do another look at Emma Frost's kit. So, I have done a few videos here on Emma Frost and her kit probably, but in case some of you guys haven't seen those videos, I'm going to go over it once more time for the final time here in this video here. So we are going to go over her kit, and so she does have a and this is the 7775 stats. So her basic fashionable strikes attacks primary target for 290% damage, plus flip 2 positive effects to negative effects. If charged, attack primary target for 340, plus clear 2 positives instead. So this is designed, her charge mechanic is designed to be in her diamond form. So when she's in her diamond form, she has charged. So in this case, for the basic, it's going to do 290% in her regular form and flip. And then it does a little bit more damage in her diamond form, but clears instead of flipping. So ideally, I think probably for the kind of controller support character she is, I think that the basic probably in her regular form is better. But here we'll see in her diamond form. So this is a very short cooldown. I really like this. This is usable on turn 1, diamond form. So if she's charged, clear charge. So if she's still in her diamond form for some reason, then you clear this. This is unlikely to happen in regular matches, but maybe, I don't know, use her in raids or some sort of longer game mode where her cooldowns are a bit different. Anyways, bury yourself for 20% of this character's max health. Clear all negative effects from self and all allies. This is great. And apply immunity to self and all mutant villains. Now, I kind of wish this was 2 turns, but I guess this would be way too OP if it was 2 turns. Because it's on a 3 energy cooldown, this would be probably too good. And same with the slow. It's only 1 turn slow instead of 2 turns, but again, given as 3 charges, 3 ability energy, it would probably be far too overpowered if it was 2 turns. But hey. And then she gains the charge, so that sets her into her diamond form there. Now I think from 6 to 7, it goes from clearing 3 negative effects from self to all. And same with the immunity is 3 random mutant villain allies, and so all that just gets changed to all with that. And so I would recommend the T-Force for this if you have some of it spare, if you're going to be using her on war defense, or you have any considerations of probably using her in other game modes as well. Outside of war defense, I mean, I think she might have a place maybe in Dark Dimension 3, possibly. I don't have her to try her out, but I think that she has a very strong kit that could lend itself there. The only problem is that she does have a lot of synergy with mutant villains, and aside from Sinister, most of the characters the other characters that you would use in there would be like Phoenix and Colossus, who are mutants but not mutant villains. And so her ultimate, Turn the Tables, this is pretty cool. If charged, clear charge, so she's in her diamond form, she's going to clear that, which is very likely to happen because you would often go from your special to the ultimate. Clear all positive effects from all enemies. This is really nice, especially in war defense, which there's a good chance that there's going to be positive effects on the enemy. Apply blind to the primary target, and then mind control the 2 enemy or ally characters. This is important. Enemy or ally characters with the most damage to attack the primary target. Controlled characters gain plus 40% damage for this attack, and if the primary target is killed by that mind control, apply blind to the non-summoned enemy with the most speed bar. So the person that's going to take their turn next is going to get blinded. This is kind of nice, and the attack is unavoidable, so no more dodging. I think Loki's mind control can get dodged by anyone with a higher dodge rate, which is kind of annoying. So this is kind of cool that that doesn't happen. Now going from 6 to 7, you're going to go from 3 positive effects from all enemies to all, and then you're going to get a guaranteed second mind control, and it's only a 75% chance to control a second character. So this, and extra damage as well. And so that, I think, is probably a good choice for... Honestly, she has quite a bit of good choices for T4s. I think I would personally do the diamond form first, and if you have some extra, because 3 positive effects, I don't know how frequently in war anyways characters are going to have more than 3 positive effects, but I would put this as maybe like a secondary T4 above the diamond form. I think diamond form is really important. And then White Queen here, this is really cool. On turn, heal self for 15% of max health, so this really adds to her survivability. And apply 10% speed, minus 10% speed, sorry, to all enemies. Now, this is super important. If any of you guys have watched my prior videos about Emma Frost, then you'd know that this is a really important part of her kit. Now, this will change the turn the speed bars and the turn order of all the teams that they go up against. So anything that you would normally think about going up against Marauders might not necessarily be the case when you include this minus 10% speed. And then also while charged, so when she's in her diamond form, she gets plus 400% armor and 500% resistance. So this is crazy. So this improves her survivability, and she'll probably be able to resist most debuffs that get thrown out, unless there's characters with enhanced focus for those attacks. And then on War Defense, on spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns to all mutant villains. Now, when you go from level 4 to 5, it's basically 50% chance, and I think this is really important. So I think I would definitely put this as a priority for T-Force as well. So in my opinion, I think probably the passive might be first, actually, and then the special, and then the ultimate. I think the ultimate is good, but I think that is sort of my secondary priority. I think you want to have all these on-spawn defense up to all characters. That's really important. And I think, do you get health out of it? No, it's just that. But I do think that's a really important skill to have. And then Diamond Form, I think that'll be important too. And then we get the Turn the Tables. You could do it in either order. You know, if you want to do Turn the Tables, T4 before Diamond Form, but I think definitely passive first, and then the other two. Now, I do just want to really quickly jump over to her stats over in the character gear and stats window. Now, this is with level 75, tier 14, stats, 7 star, 7 red star, but let's just jump this down to 5 red star anyways. And her health stats are quite high. Overall, her stats are very high. She has a very high amount of health for a controller character. She's a controller, right? Isn't she? Controller supporty kind of character. Her health stats quite high. Even her damage isn't that terrible either. And her focus and resistance are actually quite high for a character as well. So I think that she actually has slightly higher focus than Pyro. And overall, her stats are quite good for a new character. So, and if you're looking to gear her up, so what kind of mini uniques does she use? She uses the, I forget which one it is here, the Superior Ballistic Weave. Now, unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, this is the same one that is shared with Sinister as well. So if you haven't geared up your Sinister, then you'll have to make a choice about which characters you're going to want to choose to gear for the Marauders. But yeah, very strong character. Her stats are great for a new release character. Of course, though, given the fact that she is a milestone release character, that we're not going to be able to get her shards as quickly as some characters. So, you know, it will be a bit of a slow gain, but if you guys all save your gold, and definitely gold, because when it comes to milestones, that's where a bulk of the shards come from, is spending gold. So save if you want to get shards for Emma Frost, and hopefully in 2 weeks when the milestone comes around, that we can start collecting shards for her, for those of us who weren't able to whale out for her. So that's just the end of me showing off her kit and her gear and her stats and stuff like that, and we're going to jump over to some balanced PvP where we can see her in action. So for everyone tuning in here, we have a match between my alliance mate Adamsapplealex and myself. So he's going to be using his Marauders with Emma Frost because he did pick up Emma Frost, and versus my Black Order. So that's what we're doing on here. This is a balanced PvP match, and we're going to be playing as ourselves, so as if we're playing it ourselves, not as the AI would and stuff like that. So I want to see what the potential is for the Marauders to beat the Black Order on even footing. Now, this is a 7-7-7-5 punch across, you know, no red stars involved, so, you know, we're going to see what they can do and what I can do if I can win. I'm playing Black Order, or if they're really all that good. So I'm not sure what, you know, what the strategy is necessarily, but I'm going to go to what my gut instinct is. So we're going to start here trying to focus on Sinister and Emma Frost. Now, if I remember correctly, when Emma takes her turn, she clears debuffs, so I don't know if I need to actually do that out of the gate. So I'm going to save that star throw, actually. So we'll see what he ends up doing. After this, we're also going to have a second match as well, using his Marauders versus, I think we're going to do the Fantastic Four. I did want to find somebody maybe in the future to do a regular PvP match that's not balanced, so that we can maybe test things a bit better. Now, here's the thing. I think I might end up saving this. Now, if I can hit here with my basic, maybe I can kill Emma Frost before she takes her turn. Now, I don't know if it's going to do enough damage, given that this is balanced PvP, but that's my hope anyways. And maybe it's not going to turn out as I expected it to. Now, he's got Sinister, is it on... Then he's gonna clone. Now I think maybe that's the problem, because I didn't use the special, therefore I didn't have the taunt on Cull Obsidian, so he cloned my Ebony Maw, which is a bit of a problem here. And now Emma Frost is getting all of her things out here, so now I do my thing, I guess, and that's all I can do. And I forgot she's got immunity, so you know, but it does give defense up to myself for the moment until she gets around to her ultimate, I suppose. So maybe I should have started the match off with Thanos' special. In most cases, normally I would basic twice because it does so much damage. Maybe I was hoping that Emma Frost could be killed. Now, if this was my Black Order, you know, you guys know that I have like a maxed out 7 red star Thanos, so maybe that would have been possible. So here, I guess we're just going to taunt. And we're stuck here, so we're going to have to go for the Hell Obsidian ultimate here. Now, Ebony Maw has taken quite a bit of damage. If we can get around to my Ebony Maw, then we can... Oh, and Proxima's down, and she didn't even get her ultimate off, so she's down fairly early on. Wow, okay. So this is a bit of a shocker to me. Okay. And then we have Emma Frost now. This is the turn the tables. Unfortunately, I can't turn the speed down, so you're gonna have to just see it at 3 times. So Thanos gets blinded and he gets hit twice, and there's the assist there from Sabretooth. So now I'm gonna flip that stuff, I guess. And then all of her. So maybe it might have been worth it. Let's find out. Let's see if I can come back from this. And then we're gonna use Ebony Maw's ultimate. And that slows them all here, and then I get my ultimate. So this actually doesn't look too bad here. Oh, okay, so maybe that made a huge difference. So, I don't know. I got that. Okay, so I won that match. I have seen things where the Black Order have lost, but apparently not this time. So we'll be back for our second round versus the Marauders in a second. Okay, so we got a second match here underway. Black Order versus the Marauders again, and this time we're going to be playing as if I'm playing the AI. So I'm going to use the Thanos' special on the second turn rather than what I did in the first match, which was basicking twice. I want to see if he's got a chance to beat me, just playing it as if the AI would, kind of as if he was using Marauders versus my Black Order on the arena defense or something like that. So that's how we're going to play this match here today, this particular match. And then I just want to see if any of that makes a difference in terms of the turn order, because I did, if you guys saw the last match, I was able to beat the Marauders using the Thanos special, but that was only because I flipped all of their buffs once Thanos got around to his turn on the third turn. And even though my Proxima Midnight died in the battle, I think that might have been an important step. But if this was played by the AI, then the AI would have specialed on the second turn. So I want to see if that makes a difference in terms of the strategy. And see if that makes any difference if I end up losing or not. He also moved up he switched around his positioning, I believe, on some of his characters, so I'm still going to target who I was wanting to do, and that's targeting Emma Frost. I think Emma Frost and Sinister need to die first, no matter who you're playing. This time, I might just... I want to get bonus damage on... Actually, I should play as the AI, so I should Star Throw. Sorry, I was going to basic. I basic last time, but since I'm playing as AI, I should do exactly how the AI would play out. And see if any of this makes a difference. Even though a basic on Emma Frost would overall do more damage. So here we're going to do the flip with the special, because that's how the AI would do it, and we're not going to have that available later on. So I want to see if this makes a difference in terms of the win or loss. The Mystique special there, and now Emma Frost has taken her turn, and because she dropped below 50% health, it caused Strife to taunt there, so all the debuffs are changed, and we got some bleeds and stuff, and there, so that did nothing, except for maybe put defense up on my characters. They all had immunity, so that didn't really make any difference there. Now, it seems like my Proxima is still alive, I think. I thought she died last time, though. And so now he's got his Sinister. Now, there's no taunt, because I guess that was flipped by Emma Frost. So he actually gets to pick who he wants for his clone as well. So that didn't seem to make a difference whether or not I specialed or not, because of the diamond form from Emma Frost. So we're in the same sort of position as we were last time, I think. Although maybe we're doing a little bit better because Proxima actually isn't dead, but I'm not entirely sure. Right, so... Now he chose to, instead of using alt, he chose to basic and steal all the buffs from Obsidian, and it actually turned the taunt off as well. So now Thanos is getting targeted here. I'm wondering if that's the right move or not, though, but rather than maybe focusing Ebony Maw or someone like that. I'm blinded, so that did nothing. But we do have the ultimate here, so we're going to use that and apply slow to everyone, it seems, except for his own Ebony Maw, who seemed to have an immunity there. So we're going to ultimate because that's what the AI would do. And we're going to keep playing this with the same attack maneuvers and see what ends up happening. Now I'm interested to see what happens when Thanos gets his ultimate, but he is offense downed, and now we just got hit by the slow by the Ebony Maw clone, so this doesn't look too good there. And I think that might be the key to Sinister and the Marauders winning, is maybe, I mean obviously Emma Frost is helping, but I think that Ebony Maw clone helps a lot too, because they got so much buffs. Look at all those buffs. I guess I got to steal those, but still, that's a lot of buffs. And then Mystique really just takes quite a few of those buffs from the basic as well. So now let's pick Emma Frost, even though we can choose who we want to attack at this point. And here we have the ultimate. Although we're offense down, so that actually didn't really do a whole lot of damage. This isn't my 7 red star Thanos, so we didn't get as much damage in as it would have normally if it was my Black Order team. But this is the AI, so we're gonna, I think that maybe the AI might be more likely to target Emma Frost. She is a controller, so I know the AIs have a habit of picking certain characters sometimes. So let's see if this makes a difference. Let's see if we can bring this back here. Now this might come down to the player using Marauders as well. Maybe there's a strategy in terms of who you need to attack first and so on. I haven't really played with them enough, and I don't really have Emma Frost, so I don't really know what that might be in order to win. So far, it looks a bit. Let's go for Sinister. I'm trying to make it look a little bit random by not targeting the same character too many times, because I don't know if the AI would do that. So I'm trying to simulate as best as I can with that. We did lose Ebony Maw, so maybe they might still be able to come back from this. Let's, I don't know, let's attack the clone. And Strife. And Sabretooth. So the 3 of them are dead. Maybe I'm not being random enough, though, with my attack choice. I have definitely seen some videos by YouTube content creators, where the Marauders have won. A little bit more than what I've seen currently, so I am a little bit surprised that things are going the way they are, but, maybe this needs to be simulated a lot more. It's not over yet, though. We get another special, but I think at this point, I'm just assuming that this is probably going to result in a win for me, but, let's see. I'm trying not to make it too obvious with my attack choice, because I am supposed to be an AI. We just have to make sure we use our abilities when they come up, because that's what the AI would do. And I have to do that with the stun, and then we'll just finish Sabretooth off. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference at this point. And it looks like this went differently. It wasn't as obviously as a win as it was when I was playing it, differently. So we did still win, though, but just barely. So if the Marauders can beat the Black Order, I have seen a few videos where this happened. Maybe there's a particular strategy involved using the Marauders in the attack choice for the Black Order, but it's not as simple as people seem to make it out to be. And here we have a match showcasing the Fantastic Four versus the Marauders. Now, I know, unfortunately, with balanced PvP and PvP in general, we can't simulate the war buffs. So we can't simulate neither war defense for them, for the Marauders, or war offense for my own Fantastic Four. But I wanted to try this out anyways, because I do think that Fantastic Four has a good shot of at least punching across, maybe punching a bit down to the new Marauders, including Emma Frost. So unfortunately, there hasn't been a war match yet for me at this point, so I'm gonna need to do this in order to see kind of what the turn order might be as well, including Emma Frost's passive, because I did kind of theory craft some of this in my Emma Frost video earlier on. Wow, and my Human Torch just got wrecked out of the gate, so I'm surprised that did that much damage. You know, I guess okay, so in war, normally my ultimate here, this would clear all the taunts and all that stuff, but we don't, and also they would have offense up because that's some of the spawn stuff that Namor gives as well. So this might actually not be a very good test after all, seeing as how there isn't any buffs involved. I might have to actually just do this in war to find out if there's anyone that I come up against that has the new Marauders with Emma Frost, if they've actually bothered to, you know, spend money on her. And so we have the Sinister. There's nothing stopping Sinister from cloning Invisible Woman. If the AI was playing, though, of course, you know, that would be down to luck. So we're going to use the special here instead of the alt, because I think that would help clear some of the debuffs. And we're going to... I guess we're stuck into Strife, it would seem. So, was that offense down? That was a bleed, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Now, we don't have a lot of the buff. Johnny Storm, our Human Torch, is dead, so we're missing a lot of the offense up that we would normally have with the team. So that sucks. And this might be a washout. You know, maybe we do need those war buffs to really make a huge difference. And then that Mystique ult came out of surprise there for me, and I didn't think it was gonna make that much of a difference, but it did. And we lost Invisible Woman, so I think this is a bit of a... This is not gonna turn out as I expected. So yeah, those buffs probably make a huge difference. Namor's a bit of a washout, I think, when you're not using him in war, because really his stats are quite low outside of war offense. So yep, but I think we can basically put this on auto at this point, because I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. So I learned something, and that's not to use Fantastic Four too much on on game modes that's not war. At least not up against characters like this. I mean, really, that shows that Emma Frost has made a huge difference in the team battle. That, you know, without having Namor's ult to clear all the positives, it makes a huge difference. So that was a quick match there. Emma Frost is pretty cool, though. And what we're going to have to see, I'm going to have to do more war testing throughout the week and whatnot to see really how strong they are. And I'm going to, you know, as long as it doesn't kill my Alliance war by testing these out, I want to see sort of the character. I really want to test Fantastic Four, and I do want to test X-Force as well into beating them, so we'll have to see. So my apologies if the video was a bit longer than expected. We had some Red Star Orb pulls here, which I got decently lucky on, getting a full Red Star Emma. We also had some balanced PvP gameplay footage of 2 Black Order versus Marauders, and 1 with Fantastic Four where I got a bit creamed, but without the war boss in play. But Human Torch really got wrecked by Mystique's ult, which can be a bit random when going up against them. Kind of reminds me a little bit about Loki when fighting as Guardians. I'm really interested in playing some regular PvP matches with people to simulate what a high-powered arena fight might look like, because people say that the Marauders can beat Black Order, and, you know, I've seen some videos where that is the case as well. But mine's 475k, and even if they could beat Black Order in the arena, I'm not sure I would go out and suggest people to grind them up solely just to do that when Black Orders can sort of beat themselves in arena. That being said, I am looking forward to playing against them more so I can really test their full capabilities. Obviously, Emma Frost is a strong character, though, in her own right, and I can't wait to see more of her in all game modes. But I'll be on the lookout for Marauders to fight in my Alliance Wars if they show up, and get some footage of that. But that's all from me for today, and hope you guys enjoyed my video, and if you did, please smash that like button down below, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I also have a link to my Discord channel in the description below if you guys are interested in hitting me up there. Feel free to do so. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, and of course, until next time, guys, stay safe. Boylon signing out.